welcome to the mischief. I'm the Crafty Rat. Right, so I'm super excited about these videos. I'm doing this a little bit out of whack, a little bit out of order from my perspective, but not for you guys. Apologies in advance if you hear anything in the background. Chris is messing with his 3D printer, so yeah, we'll just go with that. Right, so this is going to be day 2 of Steffi Highland Homemade Crafts awesome 12 Days of Christmas collaboration. She's brilliant. I love her. She's awesome. Right. Yeah, so this video is the second of the 12 Days of Christmas collaboration, as I've literally seconds just said, which is being run by Steph, Highland Homemade Crafts. She's got to be linked below, and the playlist, and I'm going to see if Chris can put her details up here, and he's like thinking, oh my word, what is Janet getting me into?
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, apparently he can do that. He's learning. Right, so this is the second. Now, I like complicating matters.
No kidding.
Yeah, no kidding. Most people know this. So, I've actually planned out, as I probably mentioned in yesterday's video, which I've not recorded yet, but we'll be recording it as soon as I've done this introduction. As I say, things are a little bit out of whack. So this is the second video. I'm planning on doing a different video every day, but 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th and 12th video, they're all going to be kind of similar in a way. Now, this is where I bring in this. Yeah, it's a bit beaten, it's a bit battered, but this Kaz made me do. Kaz from the Dragon's Cave, she's awesome. Love her. She didn't make me do this, but she mentioned this, and I thought actually it's a really good idea. So what this is a mysterious fun egg. In this, there are 6 little toys. So for the even days, what I'm doing is one of these. So I'm going to be figuring out what egg I've got, and then I need to come up with a project to use that egg. So I won't be repeating all this garb for this particular thing. So as I say, I'm going to get an egg, which I shall do now. Now, this box is a bit battered. I've not looked at any of these, so I have absolutely no idea. Now, just a bit of a preface, Chris has. He's been cheeky.
I put them back.
So I've got absolutely no idea what these are. So, when I plan my videos, I don't plan them excessively, but I've got a general idea. I know what I'm going to do. So for me,
in resin generally.
Will you shut up? Yeah, I've got some idea what I'm going to do. However, with these, the uncertainty is a bit scary. So let's see what I've got. Oh, that's so cute. It's a little snowman. Right, so I'm going to... Ooh, they're a bit rubbery. I'm going to have to test to see if these go in resin first. Oh, they're... I need a pen or a pencil. It's the closest I'm going to get. It's one of them. Right, okay, I'm going to shut up. So I am going to pause the camera now. I am going to have a think of what on earth I am doing with this.
Don't need to take batteries out of the smoke alarm.
Yeah, you probably do need to take the batteries out of the smoke alarm. Right, so once I've figured it out, I shall be right back. But when I come back, obviously, because I'm now going to be working on yesterday's video, all of this is going to move. Right, I shall catch you in a few with a brief explanation of what I'm going to attempt to do. Bye, guys. Right, so I think I've figured out what I'm doing. I think. I have this mould from Temu. I'm going to leave you to Chris's hold music whilst I get it out. So, here we go. Right, so here we go. I've got this sphere. Yeah, no idea how much resin I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the completely wrong type of resin, I think. But I'm doing it anyway. Now, I'm not pouring these ones just yet. I'll do them in the next pour. So just pop them to the side. Right. So I'm making a little scene. Now, for completing my degree and getting a 2-1, which I'm super happy about, Chris bought me a 3D printer as a treat. So like, yay! Now, I've done a few things, but I just printed some random little trees from Thingiverse. I think I will link them below because they are somebody else's design. They're not my design, but I will link them. Right, so we've got 3 trees. What am I doing? That's a good question. I've got 3 cocktail sticks. Awesome. Right, so I'm literally going to be sticking the cocktail sticks in there. I will be putting a little bit of UV over the top just to seal it in. Going to be positioning these in here, sticking them to a bit of wood to hold them in there, and pouring resin. That's the plan. I do not have much luck sticking things in resin this way. I've already got bits in here. Gonna have to clean that out. Right. Don't have much luck with this. So, first of all, what I'm going to do is just... This is really bright green. I mean, I love it. I personally would keep it like that. I could have probably done some slightly bigger trees, actually. I wonder. Do I want to print some bigger trees? Or should I just say, dang it, and go with these? Because that is one big snowman. No, I'll stick with these. It's what I've done. I'm starting to run low on time. Ella's off college today because she's got a sickness bug. Yeah, which means I'm going to get the sickness bug. So I need to try and get as many videos done as quickly as possible. That's what I'm doing. So it's a case of, right. So all I'm going to be doing for this bit is borrowing. Ooh, I'm not, will these work? These are oil-based paint markers. I don't know if these are going to work. I shall find out. So all I'm doing is just, in case the cocktail sticks show, I'm hoping they won't, but just in case they do, I am giving them a little bit of a covering, because most of this is either going to be hidden or chopped off. I'll give them a bit of a covering, and that's it. And I'm just going to be putting a little bit of different green on these, just to chill out the green a bit, because it's blooming cold. I know I've mentioned before, I don't have central heating. We heat our house by wonderful little heaters. And yeah, my craft room is cold. When I say ice cold, I am not exaggerating. This morning, in my craft room, it was 4 degrees C. Actually, 4 degrees C. Yeah. Cold. Very cold. It's now gone up to 8 degrees. When I first came into the craft room, it was 7. So my body heat has warmed it up by 1 degree. So yeah, what I do, because coldness and resin is not a good combination, I've actually got, it works really well. You know them mug warmers that you know, your USB, you plug into your PC, keeps your coffee nice, or your tea, or your hot chocolate nice and warm. Yeah, I've actually got a couple of them at the side over here, and part A lives on the cup warmer. So my resin is always a nice temperature. I've had occasionally where I've forgotten to put it on there and it's, yeah. However, it's on there. It's lovely and warm. Right, so all I'm doing, apart from waffling, is just giving it it's a bit stringy. Excuse me. The filament that I use, or this particular filament, is multiple years old. It's very moist, which is bad for PLA filament. So yeah, these are stringy, but it means we get the filament used up. So Chris has lovely bought me a whole load of new filament, but it's mainly fancy stuff, as in multiple coloured chameleon style. It's amazing. I'll actually get him to put a photo of one of the things I've printed around here. So I've got loads of fancy filament, but not so much plain. So yeah, we are using a lot of his old stuff. He's starting getting back into 3D printing, which is awesome, because I really need him to do a video. He's really crafty. I keep saying I'm going to get him to do one, but he never blooming does. So guys, whilst I'm just rambling here, and he's going to be cursing me about now when he's editing this, let us know below if you'd love to see Chris do some crafting on a video. I'd much appreciate anyone else who'd love to see it. He's good. Right. So all I'm going to be doing, I'll do the rest off camera, is literally that. It's not full coverage. It's just making it a little bit more winter, a little bit more not in your face green. Right. So I shall be back once they're done. Right. So they're painted now. Paint all over my fingers. Yay! Right. So let's get this started. Let's get my sleeves rolled up. Right, so this particular file that I got, there is an actual trunk which is printed separate. I've not printed them because I'm just using sticks. So these are quite a nice fit. However, just for security, I'm just going to seal them with UV. Now, I'm just going to go get my gloves on. So yeah, I started recording without my gloves. Be right back. Right, so I could have probably done with them doing the painting with these on, but you know. Right. So, as I mentioned, I'm literally just tiny amount on. If I've got any left, actually. Where's my pokey? Just securing that into place. What I need is some of that glue, that UV glue. Whoa. I didn't know that. I'm easily entertained. That's actually, I'm not even sure Chris knew. It's not glow in the dark or anything, it's just, what's the word, neon? I have no idea what I'm on about. Right. I'm just going to give these a quick cure. I'm then going to pause my camera and give it a good cure, just so it's nice and... not going to say the word. Another word for solid. Yeah, I've said it. Oh dear. Right, so Chris will probably fast forward through this bit. Be right back. Right, so that's that done. Now this is where things are going to get slightly complicated. There has got to be a better way of doing this. So, you know, this isn't how you should do it. I'm just going to preface that. Because, as I mentioned, never done anything like this before. Oh, no, correction. I have. It was a bit of a disaster. So. And I'm just knocking everything all over the place. Woohoo! Right. So the intention is... oh, we've got these little sticks. Now, this is a pen topper. But Chris did... that does fit in there. Right. So, I have no... yeah, it's a bit too long. So, I'm just going to break this so I can fit it under the camera. Right. I've got no... I'm making up... right. My words are all over the place. Right, start again. So, I've estimated that this takes about 270 mils of resin, in theory. Now, 4 over 3, 4/3, multiplied by pi by the radius cubed. I'm a physician. I'm an astrophysician. I know a little bit of maths. You wouldn't believe it if you met me, but I do. Right, so... this takes about 270. I'm going to be making up 200 today. So I'm kind of guessing it's going to be around here. But is that going to be deep enough? I'm making up 220. Whatever. Right. So yeah. I don't know how far up it's going to go. So what am I going to do? This is where I'm confusing myself. So... that's going to shove in there. These are going to shove in there. And I need to basically stick them down. So I'm possibly going to be working quite quickly. Yeah. Right. So what I'm... yeah. Now, initially, Chris has altered one of his initial prototype. Type wonderful, yeah. For the record, for those who don't know, I am diabetic. I'm also type 1 diabetes, so you know, it's yeah. Story behind that. Alright, so yeah, he chiseled a hole out for me to do this, so it sticks on top. Now, and then with a glue gun, I was planning on sealing that. You know, just so it didn't go anywhere. However, because I'm doing the other bits, I'm not sure that'd work. So what I might, although, I might just figure out how deep these need to be and then just stick them on. We'll see what happens, because I don't have a clue. Right, so with a clear, I'm not just going to have it clear. Where is it? It is here. I recently purchased some of this super sparkle white. This is the 80 mesh. I also got the 200 mesh, and we had a little issue. Unfortunately, one of the pots that we got kind of exploded in the post. Tracy's brilliant. We've let her know she's sorting that out. But I got Chris to open it, and his work shirt that he wears when he's doing crafty stuff is black. I mean, it's Hackett, but it's black. And every time he moved, you could see glitter. You know them, the filters you get on cameras, you know, with the sparkles. I've seen a few YouTubers use it, you know, they'll like use it in the hair or what have you. It was like that. Every time he moved, you saw the sparkles. It wasn't a filter. I were dying of laughter so much. That's all I'll say. Right, so I'm getting distracted. That was the 200 mesh that did that. So for this, I'm going to be using a tiny bit of the 80 mesh, which I've decanted into new bottles or new tubs. So I'll be using a tiny amount of that just to give it a little bit of sparkle. And then what I'm going to do, I'm giving you the brief now because as you know, I hate voiceovers. Really don't like voiceovers. I do them if I have to, but if I don't have to, I got some of this stuff. I have no idea from where. I think it may have been either the range or the works. Like, it must have been 3 years ago. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's a plastic, so it's probably going to go clear. We'll soon find out. So I'm going to be using that. So pouring my resin, going to shove these in, get them into place or where they need to be once I figure out if I'm using the coaster or a bit of wood. And then once the resin's poured, which is mixed with the glitter, I'm just going to sprinkle a bit, you know, see if it looks like snow. I'm not sure if it will. If it does, awesome. If it don't think it's going to make much of a difference. And then once that's cured, I'll be back and then I'll just briefly explain finishing this and getting the stands done. Right, so I shall be back once I've cleaned this mould up again. Cleaned my hands. Sparkle. Sorry, Barbie movie going nuts. I really need to watch that. Yeah. And I'll be back once my resin's mixed up. Right, I shall catch you in a moment.
It's a crafty day of Christmas. What will it be? I poured a resin tree so sparkly, so free. The little rats squeaked, make one for me. A festive mess, a merry spree. Oh, it's glue sticks and glitter, a ribbon parade. Paint on my fingers, mistakes are homemade. Each day's a surprise, what joy it will be. It's a crafty mystery, a crafty mystery. Yesterday was candles, wax dripping down. Tomorrow could be wreaths or a pom-pom crown. Scissors are snipping the scraps on the floor. The dog's wearing tinsel, oh, chaos galore. Who needs a mole when we've got a plan? With a hot glue gun in our busy hands. Oh, it's glue sticks and glitter, a ribbon parade. Paint on my fingers, mistakes are homemade. Each day's a surprise, what joy it will be. It's a crafty mystery. Pipe cleaners twisted into candy cane swirls. Beads and baubles, we're festive strikes 12. What's next to create a stocking, a star, a sparkly plate?
Right. I have absolutely no idea what I was thinking when I started this. I've now got to remove all of this from here. Yeah. So, my brain was not working yesterday. But what I'm going to be doing is, because I did put a little bit of glue here, I'm just going to heat it up a bit, see if I can loosen it up. So that's what you're going to see now, and no doubt have elevator music whilst I'm doing it, because this is going to be loud. So I'll be right back. That was bizarrely a lot easier than I expected. So what I'm doing now is just try not to cut myself like I did yesterday. Yeah, when I did this, I managed, I'm not sure if it showed on camera or not. Try not to ruin the mould either. Might need to heat that up. Yeah, not sure if it showed on camera, but whilst I was cutting, I decided to snip there. Now, it had gone through the glove, and it hurt like heck. But fortunately, I didn't break any skin, so that was good. So yeah. What I'm doing with this is I'm just softening the glue up so I can easily or easier take them off. So I'll just be a moment. Right. Hey up. Okay, so these I am going to snip down slightly. Don't need to take it all off because it's going to have... I need snips. Do I have any snips anywhere?
I might find that the old ones are useful.
Yep. I've got these. These are extremely old. So hopefully these will work. I'm just trying to be careful so as not to break any seals. Don't need it all the way up, but I kind of need it underneath.
Use those ones to trim down.
So yeah, I've got these very old ones. I do actually think I might contemplate getting some new ones because I've noticed them starting... Ooh, that came off easy. I'm starting to do a little bit more of the finer stuff that I used to do way back when. I'm just being careful to avoid any edges on this. Yeah, this is definitely a video where you don't do what I'm doing. Unless, what was that, hon?
Unless you don't want your fingers anymore.
Yep. Right, so that is all below the surface. Okay, so we're ready to go. Now, as you can see in there, the snow didn't work. What have I done with it? Yeah, the snow that poured in. Got bits in there. It didn't work. I didn't think it would, but it was worth a try anyway. So,
Funny to watch.
yeah, I suppose. Right. So I'm not too bothered about this because this next part is going to be covered up. So let me just get rid of these bits. Right. So all I'm going to be doing, this is super straightforward. I'll be able to fit in my curing machine now, actually. Although I've got another project on the go, so I'll probably leave it until tomorrow. Leave it to the side. Right. I'm literally just going to be filling this up with white. I need to find my white. Might put some glitter in to make it a little bit ooey. Who doesn't love glitter? Well, I suppose some people don't. But...
She's a crafty little snow ray, yes she is. With her tiny hands, she spins her bliss. Knitting scarves for the frost and mittens for the chill. Building snowmen that hum by her will. Oh, the snowflakes whisper her name. In the icy air she stakes her claim. She's crafting little snowmen, oh what a sight. Casting spells to make them sing through the night. Bells are ringing, oh they jingle so bright. She's a crafty little snow rat spreading delight. She's shaping reindeer from the frosty white. Their noses glow in the moon's soft light. Robins perch on her knitted wool stockings, chirping songs that send the world rocking. Oh, her magic, it's gentle, it's true, turning winter gray into a sparkling hue. She's crafting little snowmen, oh what a sight. Casting spells to make them sing through the night. Bells are ringing, oh they jingle so bright. She's a crafty little snow rat, spreading delight.
Right. So this is cured. Please forgive me, I am absolutely frozen. Well, not absolutely. It's 9 degrees in here, so... Right. There's quite a few bubbles under here. It's going to be the base, so I'm not too fussed about that. Right, so this was the test. Wonderful Nikki, she has done this, so I already know the result of this, and it is as I expected. But let's just double check. I do like the white on the back though. Oh, okay. It's actually not what I expected. Yeah. I used the wrong colours, but it was just resin that I was doing at the time. You can, however, still see the holographic through. I might try something with that. I tell a lie, it has worked. Or it's worked with the green. You can see a little with the white, but I'm not sure if it's the fineness of the powder. But it's definitely worked with the green. No, I can still see holographic through. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. I'm surprised. Right. So when I first... I did put the G3 on pretty immediately. I probably should have waited because it had been on maybe 10 minutes and there were already some bubbles on this one, so I did quickly spritz them with isopropyl alcohol. So for the stands, it seems to have worked. That's actually not too bad. Need to neaten up the edge, I think. Been a little bit of overpour. So I shall get Chris to get my deburring tool, which I believe is next door in my living room. Just get these out. Actually then, I'm glad that I used the mica. It looks alright. Well, to me, it looks alright. Right. So, just bear with me. I will get these cleaned up to put together. I'm going to pause the camera. So, I will be right back. Right. So, it didn't need much. So, now I need to figure out how this goes together. I'm guessing it goes like that. Yeah.
Pokey bits go in the holes.
Yes, we know the pokey bits go in the holes, Christopher. Ooh. That's a really decent fit, which is nice. Okay, this takes a little bit of effort, but... Right, so I'm guessing that sits like that. So that's the base, which in my opinion looks pretty cool. Right, let's get this one out. I hate getting stuff like this out. And no, I don't need you to do it. Chris is looking at me thinking, do you want me to do it?
I was just going to say your base is upside down.
Really? It looks the same that way.
That was the point.
I'm trying to be careful because this is actually pretty sharp. I don't want to cut myself. So, she says, Chris, just squirt a bit of alcohol in there for us. It's there.
Didn't you say you just cut yourself?
No. Ow. Yeah. Oh. Bananas. That hurt. Yeah, probably I'm going to give it one more attempt and then I'm going to pass it off to Chris. So I'm literally, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, just breaking the seal. So hopefully it may.
Just don't face the window.
Gotcha. Right. Wow, that looks huge. Oh, wow. Okay, I might have put a little bit too much glitter in.
Yeah, blizzard conditions.
But I actually really like that.
Wasn't he in the first Ghostbusters?
So, I don't know if you can see, because of the blizzard, I'm actually... It's not perfect, but for my very first ever attempt at something like this, I think it actually looks alright. You can... I don't know if the cam... Yeah, you can see the six. I probably shoved the Santa in a bit too far. But that looks alright, and I'm not sure, I think some of the glitter may have settled on top, but not too bothered by that. So, I think it sits like that. And there we go. So this is the second day of Christmas. And there are air bubbles around the tree, but that was completely expected. It 3D printed, but I'm glad I put the pen on to make it a bit darker. As I say, the snowman started probably about that big. It looks huge. Well, so do the trees, but I'm actually really quite chuffed with that. Right, so this is my second day of Christmas. The wonderful collaboration by our wonderful Steffi Poops. We'll love her. She's awesome. She really is awesome. Go check her out. I will get Chris to link her Highland Homemade Crafts channel below, along with the playlist to all the other wonderful creations. So, as I mentioned, not perfect. Don't expect perfection. But I have learnt quite a bit. This stuff from the wonderful Tracy from Mini Scenes GB. I don't need to use as much as I did, and I didn't use a lot. So
I didn't wear a lot, but I was still glowing in the dark.
yeah, he didn't wear a lot, but he was glowing in the dark. So this stuff, and this is the 80 mesh, has worked absolutely brilliantly. I just need to use less of it. Yeah, and I just need to figure out a way of sticking things into resin. But I really do like this whole idea. I'm just wondering if it's the mold. No, it definitely looks like it might be the glitter that's just settled a bit on there. So I will leave this video here. As I mentioned, playlist is linked below. I do also have links to the products I generally use, and there are discount codes. So please, please go use them. You might as well save some money.
You bled on that mould.
Have I bled on this mould? No, that's not blood. That's my furry, slothy hoodie. So yeah, go check out the links below. Please like and comment on this video. That would mean a lot to me. And to all my subscribers, thank you very much. Really appreciate your support. If you're not subscribed, it's free to do so. Please click the button below. Again, that would help my channel amazingly. And I will catch you tomorrow for the third day of Christmas. Bye, guys. Sorry, glamour shots incoming. I figured out what this stuff is. You know when I put the snow on the back, it sunk. I thought it'd float, it didn't. But whilst I took it away, Chris shone a torch under it. I mean, how awesome is that? I don't know if you can see on the camera, but you can see in real life. You can see it. Okay, that's it. Glamour shots incoming. Catch you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
In a little shed by the railroad track, she's turning nothing into something that lasts. Resin pours like a flowing dream under the glow of a dim kerosene. Glitter jars and colors so stark shimmer like stars in the deep dark park. Her hands stained with the